How are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Cheers to another story time. And it's a crazy one. And we're gonna get right into it today. We're gonna get right to our story time, your favorite kind of videos on my channel. Let's go. So if you watched my story of my life video on my channel, you would know that my family moved around a lot. The first time I moved was when I was about 5 or 6 years old from Venezuela to Florida, United States of America. We landed in Miami and after some research from my parents, moved to Jacksonville, Florida, which is at the very top northeast Florida, if you will, on the coast, on the East Coast. East Coast, what's up, what's up? Just kidding, I don't know nothing about that. So yeah, I was living there and we had a little cute little house in those cute little communities in the United States that's got like a community pool and everything. I was living my best life. I loved it. I was learning English pretty quickly and I was a star student girl. I was getting all them awards. They would praise us a lot at the school I went to. It was a private school like the ones you see on TV where you go up with your little tray for lunch. And they, you know, you got the cafeteria lady scooping stuff onto your little lunch tray in order for you to have your meal. Like I was saying, I got off track there with the lunch thing because it's so iconic, but I did win a lot of awards at this school. I was a star student, always, you know, on a roll, spelling bee like queen. You already know what it is. This was only when I was in elementary school. This changed when I was in high school, but I was living my best life, like I said, as a child here at this school. A lot of it was outside, so you had, you know, your portables and to go to any classroom, it was an outdoor hallway, which is not the case in Canada because winter is a thing and we can't sustain schools like that in this weather. So I would go to my classes and do really, really well. And my brother also went to this school who was also doing really, really well. So him and I were like this. We were tight. We were like two peas in a pod, besties. This was when my brother and I's relationship was probably at its peak. Like he would play Barbies with me. We would do literally everything together. We would ride our bikes together. We would go on scooter rides together. We were running the block together. But back to the fact that we were getting really good grades, our parents were so happy about that they're like, you know what? We're gonna take you guys on a trip to Orlando. And we set off to go to Universal Studios. It was so much fun. We were so excited. We were stoked. We packed all our things and we're on our way. So we get there and you know, it's all these rides, Nickelodeon. We took a picture with Shrek. We went to Nick Jr. and I got to see the little Blue's Clues TV. It was really, really cool. And the best part about it was the rides and the water park, girl. So after taking some pictures and meeting some of our favorite characters, we went on over to one of the rides, which was this log that goes through like this water slide. It's not necessarily in the water park side. You're still clothed, kind of like that mountain one in Disney. Everything we had done right up until this point, me and my brother was like this. We were doing everything together. Like I said, we were yin and yang, Tupac and Biggie, the peanut butter to my jelly. So of course we get to this ride and it's a two-person ride. We're gonna go on it together. Let's go. We tell our parents, okay, we're gonna go on here, him and I. Let's go. Let's do this. We're ready. We're pumped. Little did we know, this ride had a weight requirement. If you don't know my brother, we are both a very similar build. We're very, very skinny. We don't weigh very, very much. So both of us together, they said, could not go together. I think my parents told them our weight or maybe there's a scale there. I don't remember. But point is, it was a no-go. We could not go on this ride together. So they paired me up with another girl that was in line to go on the ride who was, you know, bigger and weighed a little bit more than myself, and my brother that could go on the ride with me so I don't go flying off all by myself with my brother because we don't weigh enough. So that meant that my brother couldn't go on the ride with me. But we do have another brother who we weren't as close with because he's 5 years older than me, 3 years older than him. So like, you know, that age gap was really prominent at this time because we were really, really young. We were in elementary school and he was in high school, so it was like really different. But they were gonna go together and I was gonna go with some girl. Okay, cool. I'm going first. They're coming after me, so I'm all hyped up. We go in that thing and we're going and splash at the end where you come out into an area where there's spectators, including your parents. So I, you know, get up from the ride and I go to my parents and then I'm standing with them waiting for my brothers to come. Now, my brothers were taking a very, very long time to come down that thing. So I got a little bit impatient. I'm a child. I want to have fun. I'm at an amusement park. So what do? I tell my parents as they're like in front of me because they're both facing the ride where it opens up and everyone comes out. Where I had come out of, I'm behind them waiting as well, but then I say, oh, I see a ball pit over there, I'm gonna go over there. And it was like not right beside, it was like quite a ways, but I could see it from up a riff. I could see it, you know? I could see it. So my little 5-6-year-old self goes right on over. And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure I heard the same, yeah, okay. They said that. They were like, they acknowledged, right? So I go on over and I'm sure you know what's about to happen, girl. They're focused on some other kids, not me. They're focused on the other kids, not their favorite kid, not the youngest kid, not the little old me, only girl me. No. So I went on over to the ball pit and I'm, you know, going in there. What do you even do in a ball pit? I don't know. But as a child, that was like one of my favorite things. And same with my brother. And I was like, well, I'll just wait for my brother in here because he loves this. So when he hops up in here with me, it's going to be so much fun. So I was having fun in the little ball pit, you know, do. There's other kids and I'm playing, whatever. And I'm starting to notice as I'm slapping some balls around. That sounds wrong, but I was a child, so don't be nasty. Some time has gone by, a long time has gone by, and I don't see my parents. I came here with a family, and I don't see my family. I'm getting nervous because it was like 2 or 3 rides over. So like there was the ride that I had just gone on, and my parents were waiting on my brothers for. Then there was another structure, and then there was the ball pit, or maybe one more, and then the ball pit. I don't know, but it was like I said, quite a ways away. But you could see through, just not, you know, it was crowded. It's an amusement park. It's full of people, it's full of stuff everywhere. So, you know, my energy starts coming down and I'm like, oh boy, what am I gonna do? You know, I'm crawling my way through the ball pit. I'm like, I'm not gonna get out of the ball pit. I'm just gonna be standing around doing nothing. I might as well have fun while I'm here. What am I supposed to do? I'm a kid. I don't know what I'm doing. When I had thought some time had gone by, it wasn't some time. It was like an hour or 2. Where I was playing in this ball pit and I was just having so much fun I didn't even notice. I was in like a euphoria in my child brain of like balls. A very, very long time had gone by. My brothers did not take that long to come out of that ride. 1 or 2 hours, that's a long time. So you know, I'm playing, I'm swimming, but I'm like, what's really going on? Well, finally, after so long, I'm literally just kind of standing there in the ball pit, not really amused anymore, just like, okay, well, my parents gonna get me. And in the crowd, it was like the crowd divided, like the Red Sea, I think it's called. And right ahead, you can see my parents and my brothers, and they're all going like this. And if that wasn't my parents and my brothers terrified, pale in the face, my mom crying, so devastated, looking for me, I don't know what that was. Because it was. They were looking for me all that time. And it was just them. They didn't have any help. They didn't tell anyone. I don't know if they knew that you could tell someone, like a worker from the amusement park, to help you look for a missing child, or if they were just scared because we were not legal. We didn't have papers, so they didn't want to cause a scene. How you gonna text me in the middle of my video? But yeah, so they found me, and their face of devastation on my father went from this to this. And they start beelining it towards me. And I'm like, oh no, I have made a mistake. I think I fucked up. My little child self doesn't even know what that means. What mistake I've made, I don't know. I was just having fun. But it looks like I've messed up. I've done something has terribly gone wrong. This was not a cute reunion of like, thank God we found you. We were looking for you for so many hours and we're so glad you're okay. It wasn't a beautiful moment. It was scary. I was in trouble. My dad yanked me out of there and was like, let's go, where the hell were you? Start screaming, making a scene, as if, you know, that's the right scene to be making if you don't want to make a scene, if you don't got papers. If anything, you should have been looking for your child with a worker, but instead you're making a scene looking all abusive as hell. And I got in so much trouble. I don't know how he didn't whoop my ass in front of literally everybody, but he didn't. He just emotionally and verbally abused me and proceeded to not talk to me for the rest of the day. The next order of business from this trip, because this was like in the middle of the day, we still had all day to go, And we weren't just gonna leave because my brothers weren't in trouble. I was in trouble. So what did he do? He had me grounded at the amusement park. Our next order of business was going to the water park, and the whole time my brothers were in the water park, I had to sit there grounded at the amusement park as a child because I accidentally went missing, even though I thought they heard me. Like I was a child. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional child, okay? But yeah, that was the story about the time I was not only a missing child, but a missing child at an amusement park. If there's any chance you're a child watching this, don't leave your parents to go anywhere in an amusement park. I learned my lesson. I mean, not that it's your fault, because literally you're a child. But some advice, don't go anywhere in an amusement park without your parents. You will get lost, and they will lose you. And if you're a parent watching this, watch your damn kids. That's all I gotta say. Watch your damn kids. Why was I behind my parents? Why did they have their back to me? Me as an educator now is like panicking at this scenario of like losing sight of a child. How? How did you let that happen? And, you know, brush off a comment of like, I'm gonna go to the ball pit. Maybe they thought I didn't mean it. Maybe they thought I wasn't gonna do it like that, but I did. You know, like maybe they thought I wanted to, but like they needed to have me in their sight, and instead they were, you know, waiting for my other brothers, and little old me got lost. Watch your damn kids. If you're a parent, watch your damn kids. If you gotta put them on a leash, if you gotta put a tracker on them, do what you gotta do, but watch your damn kids. I hope you enjoyed that story. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already because it's free, and I will see you guys next time.